Today I am here with first Java program, that how you can make program in Java. So before knowing this program, we will go to know what is case sensitive language. Now you have to know what is case sensitive language. So first word is case sensitive. So case sensitive means the things which are written in uppercase, you have to write in uppercase. Now what is uppercase? Uppercase means capital letter. So the things which are written in the Java programming capital letter, you have to write in the capital letter. For example, here you think S is in the uppercase, and the things which are written in the lowercase, you have to write in lowercase. For example, public, P is in small letter, so you have to write in the small letter. So Java is a case sensitive language, means the things which are written in the uppercase, you have to write in the uppercase, and the things which are written in the lowercase, you have to write in the lowercase. So we will come to this Java program. With the help of this Java program, we will know that what is the structure of Java programming. So the first word in the Java program you have to write, that is public. Public means public is an access specifier. Now what is access specifier? We will learn about that in the next chapter. So just know the types of access specifier. So mainly there are three types of access specifier. First is public, second is private, third is protected. But in the Java there are mainly four types of access specifier. First is public, second is private, third is protected, and fourth one is default. Default means you don't have to write any access specifier here. So now all of you know that, or you should know that in the Java program, inside one class you can write many classes. So the outer class, this is called external class or outer class. So outer class, and if you are making another class here, then it is called internal class. So always the outer class will be public or default. So you have to write only two access specifier in the outer class, either public or default. But when we come to internal class, you can write public, private, or protected, any of the access specifiers. So the next word is, after public, the next word is class. Class is the collection of classes. This is the keywords you have to write as it is. In all the letters in the class, you have to write in the small letter. First you have to write public, that is access specifier, then you have to write class. Class is a keyword you have to write in the small letter. After that you have to write class name. Class name in the Java programming, if you are writing only one word, then you can write that class name with the first capital letter. The name of the class will be the first capital letter. And if you are writing two words, like hello Carmel is two words, so if you want to separate these two words, you can use underscore also, or you can, in the Java we are using the first letter capital of two words, like of hello H is capital and Carmel C is capital. This is not the important rule. You can use a small letter also, but you can see in every program the first letter of all the classes will be capital letter. So we are also using first letter of the program will be capital letter. So hello Carmel is the class name. This is access specifier, then this is class name, then this is class keyword, and this is class name. After that you have to open one curly bracket. Curly bracket is given in your keyboard. So after writing that first line, you have to open curly bracket. Then you have to write this. This is the syntax of your Java programming. This is called main method. The main method you have to write as it is. First you have to write public, then static. Static is a keyword which is used to define a message global. Okay. Now void is a keyword. Void means this function will never return value. If any function is not returning value, then we have to use void. Then string args, this is the keyword. You can write string args like this, or string then square bracket, then you can write args. This is also format to write string args, string then square bracket args, or string args square bracket. Okay, now again you have to open one curly bracket. Now you have to write system.out.println. In the last lecture we have learned that what is the use of println and what is the use of print. So system, look here, the first letter is capital, means it is a class name. So it is predefined class. Here we are making user defined class, and it is predefined class which is defined in JDK, that is Java Development Kit, where this is already defined that system's first letter will be capital and all the letter will be small. So see, you have to write system, then dot, then out, then println. Println is used to print the data. So the system is a class name which is written in the println also. So println is a method. So println is used to print the data. You can also use print in the place of println. So this is the syntax of writing your Java programming after ending of semicolon. Oh, you have to also know that if you are printing any message, you have to write in the double quotes. If you are writing anything in the double quotes, then this message will print as it is. So after writing this Java program, you have to close all the curly brackets which are open. So here are mainly two curly brackets are open, first here and first here. So you have to close, first curly bracket are closed, then again this is also closed. So this, now the first program is ended. Okay, so I will show you that how the program will run in BlueJ, that how will you write in the computer system.
Now student, now I will show you that how you can write the program in BlueJ and how you can run the program with the use of BlueJ. So first you have to double click on BlueJ. For double clicking on BlueJ, first you have to install JDK, that is Java Development Kit, whose link I already have given in the description box. And after that, when the JDK installation is completed, you have to install BlueJ. And when the BlueJ is also installed, you have to just double click on BlueJ. When you double click on the BlueJ, then this will be the window opened. Now first thing you have to create, that is project. So you have to click on here, that is project. Now here you have to click on new project. Now this window will open. Here you have to give any name to your project. I am just giving the name, that is 9th A. 9th is the name given to my project. I have clicked on the create button. Now this window will open with your project name, that is 9th A. Here the project name is given, that is 9th A. Now what you have to do, you have to just click on new class, single click. Now here you have to give the class name. I am just giving the class name, that is hello students, and I will click on OK. Now this is class created with the name class student. Now you have to double click on this. When you double click on that class name, this window will open. You have to maximize that window. Then you have to just select all with Ctrl and A button. Now you have to delete it. Now student, we will make program. This is the process that how you will open the BlueJ and how you can write the program. Now here you have to write the program. So look here what I am doing. First you have to write public, then class, then you have to write class name, that is hello students. This is the class name I have given. You can write anything in the place of class name. I have just written the class name, that is hello students. You can write anything in place of this. Then we have to open one curly bracket. I have opened one curly bracket. Then you have to write public static void main, and in the normal bracket you have to write strng string args. S of the string will be capital. After args you have to write one square bracket. This is one process. You can also write args like this. After string you put square bracket, then you write args. This will also correct. Okay, so I am using square bracket after args. Now we have to open one curly bracket again. This curly bracket is opened. Now you have to write the message, that is system dot out dot println, and any message if you want to see as it is, then you have to give it in the double quotes. This is called double quotes. Okay, so if you want to print any message as it is, then you have to give in the double quotes. Now I am writing the message, that is hello students, this is first Java program. Now after that you have to write one curly bracket, then you have to close all the curly brackets which are opened. First curly bracket is this, I have already closed, then one more curly bracket is closed. Now your program is completed. So look student, now how will you compile and run your program? You have to first click on here, this is compile button. You have to click on compile button. After clicking on compile button, here one message is given that system is not recognized, because here look, the spelling of the system is wrong. So you have to write all spelling as it is. So system.out.println is message is given. Now again we will click on compile button. When you click on compile button, there is a message given that class compiled. Here look here, class compiled, no syntax error. If now when the message is given that class is compiled and no syntax error, then you have to go to here and you have to close the source code window. This window will called source code window. So you have to close this source code window and you have to come on this class name and right click on class name. You have to just come on class name and right click on the class name. Here you have to click on void main. There is many messages are given, but you have to left click on void main. When you click on left click on void main, this window will open. You have to click on OK. Look, this message will print, and this window will call terminal window, and here the message is given, that is hello student, this is the first Java program. Now students, you have seen that how to make the Java program. So I am giving some work to you. Do it and do it carefully. Thank you.
You have to solve this question. First is write a program to print your biodata. You have to write one program and print your biodata on that program. Second is write a program to give your family detail. In that program you have to print your family details in that program, that name your father, name of mother, and name of your brother and sister. And in this program you have to write about myself. Okay, thank you.